79 years is a long time to hold your breath, until one quiet detail finally makes the whole Hollywood cold case click. Tonight, I'm talking about how a long-forgotten mystery in Tinseltown, one that people argued about in whispers, not headlines, might be solved by new evidence, and why the official version may have been missing the most important piece the entire time. And the last part? It's a kind of twist that changes how you think about every murder mystery you've ever heard. Hollywood cold case. 79 years later? If you like real investigations, old paperwork, and that wait, that can't be right feeling when you connect dots across decades, this is for you. I'm not claiming everything is 100% proven yet, because with cases this old, certainty is complicated. But the new materials people are pointing to are specific enough to make historians and investigators go, okay, this is different. So here's what you get. First, we'll recap what the case looked like back in the day. Then we'll walk through what changed, what the new evidence actually is, and why it matters. Finally, I'll tell you the one takeaway that makes this story feel less like gossip and more like a real, solvable puzzle. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most Hollywood mysteries fade because people stop caring, or because the story was never grounded in reliable facts. But this one has stuck. Picture this. Decades ago, the public version of what happened was presented with confidence. People in that era wanted a clean narrative. A clean narrative makes celebrities look untouchable, and it keeps the machine running. But the rumor mill didn't cooperate. There were unanswered questions that kept resurfacing. Names that didn't match, timelines that didn't line up, and little contradictions that got explained away with vague statements. That's just how it was. That's just Hollywood. And you know what? That's exactly how cold case survives. Not because it's unsolvable, but because nobody can agree on which detail is the keystone. So if the public version was shaky, what finally makes people say, all right, now we might have the answer? That's the part we're getting to next. Most people assume the delay was just time, like the case was waiting around for DNA tests to arrive. But the truth is harsher. Old cases can get stuck for 3 specific reasons. First, evidence gets lost, damaged, or mislabeled. A file can disappear without anyone realizing it. And in the chaos of old bureaucracies, close enough can become permanent. Second, witnesses age out. Memories don't just fade, they warp. And when people feel pressure to pick a side, they'll stick to the story they already told once. Third, power distorts the record. In Hollywood, who knows who matters? And when influential people don't want a certain angle explored, investigations can quietly stall. Now, if you've ever been in a situation where one document changes the entire story, this is that, just on a historical scale. 3 reasons cold cases get stuck. But here's the twist. The new evidence isn't just one new thing. It's a chain. And the chain starts with something many people overlook. Okay, stop scrolling in your head for a second, because this isn't the kind of update that makes you go, wow, miraculous technology. The most compelling updates in cases like this usually come from boring sources that suddenly look meaningful. Things like overlooked records that were never fully reviewed, rewritten timelines based on dated materials, metadata embedded in old documents or recordings, reinterpreted physical evidence described long ago but never properly contextualized. And in the 79 years later version people are discussing right now, the big shift is that investigators and historians are arguing the original timeline wasn't just incomplete. It was built on assumptions. Assumptions don't feel dangerous in the moment. They feel practical. But over decades, assumptions become the foundation everyone stands on. And if that foundation is wrong, every conclusion after it is shaky. So what assumption are they challenging? That's where the story starts to feel like a real thriller instead of a relic. Here's the thing people often miss. In old cases, the timeline isn't just a list of times. It's the logic engine. If the timeline is wrong by even a little, like hours instead of minutes, then every explanation stops matching up. New evidence sources or new interpreting.